Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 36, Mahomes fighting Hardman here over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Pushing through the contact and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach telling us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. More now to return. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Moore now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and they'll get him down here at the 23.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now Sanders. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Finding some room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's second and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Mahomes to throw once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Boston Scott. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. You tighten up. Switch. Check 44.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check. 54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. On 2nd and goal. Hurts firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
To throw, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gray. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got Allen. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going back to Allen. He's got him again. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pushes him over. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. And this is caught by Watkins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Second and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 27. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check right 39. Check right 39. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check, check. Lucky. Lucky.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big leak.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here's Scott to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. One final try for Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. An interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that